I'm Chuck LaFleur. Welcome to this edition of Sideline to Sideline with the lovely and talented Ryan Fleming with his giant TV shirt on. Looking good, buddy.
Thank you very much, sir. I feel official now. I feel like I'm officially indoctrinated into the giant TV family.
Well, welcome to the family. It's great to have you on board. Boy, what a show we've got coming up in just a few minutes' time. You and I had the opportunity recently to go to Eden High School in St. Catharines for a very special meet and greet with a young lady who is part of the most famous basketball team in the world.
And of course, you're talking about the Harlem Globetrotters, and we had the chance to meet up with Champ Thompson there. What a great interview. The fans are really going to dig this interview because she gives us a lot about the history of the Globetrotters and how she got into it, and a little bit about her family.
And for the first time, I think, in the Sideline to Sideline shows that we've done, you didn't have to take a chop from a wrestler. We wanted Champ to chop you in the chest or something. But
Right. I still had my failing moment, though, so fans won't be disappointed, I'm sure.
As you'll see. Boy, Ryan, the Harlem Globetrotters, they're coming to town on Friday, April the 12th at the Meridian Center. Niagara, what a hotbed of basketball. I mean, we have, of course, the Niagara River Lions. We have all the great high school teams that have played over the years, Brock men's and women's, Niagara College, Toronto Raptors, not that far away, and now the Globetrotters. This really is a great place if you're a hoops fan.
We even have a two-time NBA champion that's in the Niagara region. We have Mike Smerrick, who played both for the Los Angeles Lakers, won a championship with them, and also won a championship with Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls.
And lives in the area.
Lives in the area. Yeah. I won't give away his address.
No, do not. He's a lot bigger than us.
Very humble guy, and an Eastdale Eagle. Alum. So,
how cool is that?
Yeah,
and you've
exactly.
met briefly. You met Mike.
I briefly met him, maybe in passing, or I'm not sure he would remember me. And how could you forget this face? But
yeah, how tall a guy is he? You must have to look way up.
I was in high school at the time, and probably about 5'9", so about the same size now. But
height-wise, anyway,
he dominated over me. So I would say he's easily 6'5", 6'6". So, very impressive figure.
Yeah, no kidding. Much like yours. You know what? There have been some very famous people that have played for the Harlem Globetrotters over the years. I'll throw some names out at you here. Wilt Chamberlain.
Now, this one shocked me. We talked about this earlier. I had never known that Wilt Chamberlain, who is one of the all-time great NBA legends, holds the record for most points in one game with over 100, what was it, exactly 100 points in one game? And you can imagine everybody else on the team is just like, Wilt, I'm open. But it blows my mind to think that he actually went on to play with the Globetrotters.
Well, if that blows your mind, these two names are really going to blow you away. Legendary Hall of Fame baseball pitcher Bob Gibson, one-time member of the Globetrotters.
So he got his spitball down, and
that's where he learned it. That's where he learned it.
He put it to his three ball from there.
That's it. See, after you've thrown a basketball, then I guess a baseball, just that small, is child's play.
Exactly, you'd figure.
And another Hall of Famer, and this guy, of course, has his museum in St. Catharines from Chatham, Ontario. Did you know the great Fergie Jenkins was a one-time member of the Harlem Globetrotters?
This is mind-blowing to me that so many baseball players, and a local guy as well, Fergie Jenkins, so many baseball players played with the Harlem Globetrotters. There's so many dual sports athletes that you see that had to make that choice whether they're going to go baseball or go basketball or go baseball or football, unless you're a Bo Jackson or a Deion Sanders, and you can do both.
It attests to the athleticism of these guys that they were able to do both. And the Harlem Globetrotters, too, right? We want to point out, not just guys. I think we go back to 1985 when the first female player joined the Globetrotters.
That's right, Lynette Woodward. Or Woodard, actually, excuse me. She set the stage for all the females that followed her, and now, I don't know if I'm using this correctly, but it's a cornucopia of women out there on all the teams.
It's a rather large word, by the way.
Thank you very much. It was the word of the day today, so I was trying to use it. But yeah, no, it's a great thing, and basketball is one of those sports where it is. Androgynous. You can play. It doesn't matter whether you're male or female. Skill is skill. If you can shoot a three or if you can cross someone over, what does it matter what gender you are?
Yeah, you know what? Lynette had won an Olympic gold medal with the U.S. Olympic team and was going to retire. And then the Globetrotters came calling, and the rest is history now. Of course, since then, there have been a number of great female players, a lot of women on the Globetrotters over the years, including Ryan, our upcoming guest.
That's right. Champ Thompson had a great discussion with her, as we talked about. And she showed us some skills there, or she tried to teach us some skills there.
Before we get to our footage with the great champ from the Harlem Globetrotters, can you do that? It's not bad, not bad. All right, sweet.
I'm not much of a whistler, though. Yeah.
No, you're not.
No, I just shave like a whistle.
Sweet Georgia Brown, great theme song for the Harlem Globetrotters.
Which is iconic. Everybody knows it.
Yeah, it's one of those things. And everybody's going to know Champ as well, who joined us at Eaton High School. We're going to get to that footage now here on Sideline to Sideline on Giant TV. Oh, before we do that, Friday, April 12th, Harlem Globetrotters, Meridian Center, box office, and there are other ways to get the tickets too.
That's right. You can just follow the link down here.
There you go. Here's Champ.
We are here at Eaton High School in St. Catharines for a very special edition of Sideline to Sideline. I'm Chuck LaFleur along with Ryan Fleming, and we are joined by Champ from the world famous Harlem Globetrotters.
Thank you guys for having me.
I feel like I've made it. I feel like I've made it.
To be this close to a member of the legendary Harlem Globetrotters, you know you've done well. Champ, how's things going so far on the tour?
Going great. We're on our 2019 fan-powered world tour, so we're getting to interact with fans in a way that's unrivaled in sports all over the world, and we're having a great time doing it.
Nice. Tell us what it's like being a member of the Harlem Globetrotters. Like, this is something that a team that's been around forever. You know?
Yeah, 93 years.
93 years. Well, that seems like incredible. It's mind-blowing to think they've been around that long. What does it feel like to be a part of this kind of legacy?
Honestly, I think I feel the same way that you guys do. I grew up watching the Harlem Globetrotters, and it's an amazing organization, and it's kind of surreal to get to wear the uniform.
Right.
Now, Champ, you had some great success before joining the Globetrotters. Prior to this, when you were in the U.S., some amazing success, Final Four in a national championship. Tell us about that experience.
Oh, it was amazing. Everything you work for as a college basketball player. I got to go to the Final Four with Stanford. Was lucky enough to have an extra year of eligibility after I graduated. So I got to do grad school at Notre Dame, where we won the national championship last year.
Amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So that's a huge accomplishment, especially playing with Notre Dame, playing at Stanford. Who has been the toughest competition for you, though, in your collegiate career?
Oh, my goodness. Definitely the Washington Generals. We haven't lost to them since 1971, but every night they're coming out trying to beat us. And so I always say, whatever city we're in, you don't want your name plastered across the headlines of Washington Generals beat Globetrotters in Sioux City here. So we know we need the St. Catherine's crowd to come out and help us out on April 12th.
That's coming up April 12th indeed at the Meridian Center. Do you ever take your foot off the pedal sometimes and feel a little sadness for the Washington Generals? And not gonna happen?
Never.
No. There's absolutely no remorse for the
You
Generals.
don't want to be the team to lose to the Generals and break that winning streak from 1971.
Right. Now, you're going up against the Generals all the time. What is the best player that you see on the Generals?
So I have a 7-footer by the name of Cager. He's so strong, he comes out and he crushes this ball like between his hands, like deflates it. And he's a formidable opponent.
Now you come from a basketball playing family. I understand your grandfather is a pretty famous guy in the basketball world.
Yeah, he was a Hall of Fame high school coach in Michigan. He actually coached the Globetrotters when they were in high school, as they were growing up. And my dad played professional ball for the Army.
Oh, wow. So, basketball is in your family, it's in your blood. Do you have siblings or anything like that as well? Are they into basketball as well?
Yeah, I'm the youngest of 6. None of my siblings played in college ball, but they all have tons of talent, and are great supporters of mine. It's actually my sister's birthday, so shout out to one of my sisters.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Champ, one last question before we get you to do your thing for us here on Giant TV. That involves how did you get to be a Harlem Globetrotter? How does that happen for anyone who's watching Giant TV in the area?
Yeah, so it differs for everyone. Everyone has a different journey to the Globetrotters, but the first step is to be a really good basketball player. And then the second step is to be a great person and want to go out into the community and do a ton of community outreach. For myself, after my last season at Notre Dame, I got a phone call saying I was drafted to the team.
Wow, so there's a draft.
Yes, every year the Globetrotters have an annual player draft.
Amazing. It's going to be pretty fulfilling to be chosen for that and become a part of history.
Absolutely.
I just want to say for Chuck and for myself, this has been an absolute blast and honor
Well,
to have you on
We're not done yet.
We're not
we
done
gotta
yet.
get you guys going with some stuff.
Wow, hey.
Here's what we're gonna do. First thing, you're gonna go under your leg, you're gonna hold the ball out, and you're gonna punch it right to him. Now be gentle, protect his beautiful face, all right? So just nice little whoop right there.
But under
the leg, whoop. All right, you
All right,
ready?
we can do this.
I'm ready.
You're going, and once you get it, you're going to go under the leg, and you're going to go off your elbow to me. Yep, right, just like this. Right to me, and then I'll show you guys some tricks.
All right.
And I'm punching.
All right, let's see what happens here.
So nervous.
You got this. Nice.
See, that was highest my legs have gotten.
Nice. Hey, not
No,
too
no,
bad.
no.
All right, see what we got for you guys here. Hey, catch that for me. Wait, just playing. There we go. Oh yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Last one for you guys. Come out and see us on the 12th. You'll see more great tricks. Have a great time. See you guys soon.
Sam from the Harlem Globetrotters, thank you for joining us here right on Sideline to Sideline.
Amazing. We'll see you guys all next time.